Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the final round of Season 4 here in Gear Racing. Today we are at a beautiful track that is Spa in Belgium, of drivers' favourite tracks. That is, of course, apart from the last couple of years, the Radiant and Eau Rouge section has been rather tricky. So it looks like we have the session dry. Spa can provide some interesting weather conditions. I'll be surprised if the race is dry as well. So, of course, last week, Legendary wrapped up the drivers' but before I go any further, there is a couple of name changes. So our champion, our newly crowned champion, has celebrated by changing his name from Legendary. He is now known as Kieran 7GR. And we also have a second name change, as Rappy is now known as Aurelian 7GR. So welcome. Name changes, but as I was saying, Drivers' Championship is over. We've still got things to play for in the Championship. Bit of admin. We've got John McGill back for the first time in a while. His first race since the first round of Season 2. So he'll be looking to. It'll be interesting to see where he is in the field in this new game. He hasn't raced with us since the F1 2020 game. Speaking of the 2020 game, the lap record around here for qualifying was set by Alex on last year's game, which was a 1:41.282. So we'll see if any of the drivers can get anywhere near that tonight. Of course, Spa is full of legendary corners. I'll do my best to remember the names. There's so many. You've got the Radion, you've got Eau Rouge, you've got the Camel Straight, you've got Le Combs, you've got Pouon, you've got obviously Blanchimont, you've got La Source, you've got the La Chicane, which I still remember as the bus stop chicane. So the first person to start a lap, it looks like, is going to be one of the there's a lot of cars out on track. I wonder if there's going to be rain coming. There's not usually this amount of cars out this early, and they're backed up quite a lot. Must be a red. Oh no, it's a Is it Fury Knights that's first? No, it must be Fitz. No, who's the person over there? It's Auros, of course, in the AlphaTauri. He looks like he will be the first to cross the finishing line. Auros, of course, is one of the other drivers, one of the 6 drivers to win a race this season. Kieran. I'm going to happen a few times tonight. Kieran has won 6 of the 11 races so far this season. Auros is one of the other 5 to have won a race alongside Elite Risk, Thomas, Vaughan and Kay Gorniak. Of course, it's a long track here, so we know we're only in for 22 laps tonight. It'll go really fast though. 2 DRS zones. One, of course, down the first straight. And, of course, the second DRS straight is down the Camel Straight, the world-famous Here Comes Sebastian Vettel Camel Straight. So, Auros then, what kind of benchmark will he put down? He's had a very good season, Auros. Currently sitting 3rd in the standings, behind Kieran and Kay Gornier. He can secure that 3rd place tonight, because Thomas isn't racing. He's 22 points ahead of Elite Risk, so that 3rd place is pretty much nailed on for him. He's another 20 points behind Kay Gorniak, so 2nd place is still on for him. And he does a 143.5, so that's 2 seconds off. And as I say that, Aurelian does a 142.4, so just over a second slower than last year's. Over to see Fresh from Tier 2. Looking to see what kind of impact he can make in the Tier 1 guys tonight. Could be a long night for Fresh, but you'll never know how good you are until you try. Currently 2 seconds off the pace. I'm sure he can do a lot better. So we've got a Haas coming around the final corner. I believe it's Bashika, and he goes 8th with a 44.4. We've got Kieran, who is starting a lap on those medium tyres. So he's looking for a longer race today, maybe doing the medium to soft rather than the soft to medium. Well, of course, it'll be an easy one-stop, this race. Fear Lucy looks like he's invalidated his first lap, so he'll be going again. But, oof, big wiggle. That'll take a few seconds off this time. As we've got, look at that, we've got 19 of the 20 cars out on track. As Elite Risk has invalidated his lap. What about Phantom? He's invalidated his lap. What about Patrick Robert? He started his lap. Who is the next one round? It looks like it's going to be the Williams of John McGill. Looks like he invalidated his first lap. So what will he do the second time round? Can he get it in the low 42s? No, it's a 44.2, so he'll want to go a lot faster. Who else we got going around the track? The next is the other Haas. So it looks like Jake. Oh, look at that. Jake up in 6th position. That's a very good lap from Jake. Who's next? Elite Risk going back in. Everyone bought in their laps. Is anyone actually on a flyer apart from Kieran? Let's stay with Kieran, shall we? I'm going to miss calling him Legendary because obviously it was a bit of a legendary name. So, what can he do on those medium tyres? Can he upset the apple cart? 9th. Ho ho ho! Will he be happy with that? Is this on purpose? Is he wanting to, the championship's wrapped up? Having said that, the constructors isn't quite in the bag just yet. Mercedes sitting on 186 points, 19 points ahead of the nearest rival Red Bull on 167. So the constructors are still to play for. Those are the only two remain ones that can win the constructors. Got AlphaTauri. After that, it's quite close. You've got AlphaTauri on 124, Haas on 110, you've got Aston Martin on 108, McLaren 97, and Ferrari on 96. So it's a close run thing. The constructors. Anyone else on the fast lap? Fitz has invited his lap. Patrick Robert, he's still going round. He looks like he's the only one on the fast lap. Oh, okay, Gorniak. Is he on the in lap? Yeah, he's on the in lap. Okay, well, I didn't even see that. Look at that. Kane Gorniak's gone second. Look at that, Aurelian. And I have to say, this is Aurelian's home GP. So he is currently provisional pole at his home track. So let's have a scoot around with Patrick Robert, shall we? As he comes down in towards Pouon. That's quite a large break there. The car didn't look very comfortable there, did it? Those medium tyres aren't quite up to temperature yet. And of course Spa. We know the curbs are really a pain this year. Even more so in Spa. Whoa, I've run wide there, but it gets away with the track's limits. Oh, this is in the wall. Oh, no, he keeps it. A good save there from Patrick Robert. As he climbs Blanchimont. And he looks like he has... No, he's still going. Car looks really erratic. And there's the invalidation right near the end of the lap. So he will likely have to pit now and then this lap rather than setting on one. Yep, his car looks all over the place. Oh, look at that. It's like driving on ice. Right, who's next then? Perfect Paulie. Oh, that fits. No, he's invalidated again. Oof. So I believe the person watching at the moment is Perfect Paulie, who has now invalidated. Oh dear, anyone going around on a track that hasn't invalidated? You've got Aros on a lap, you got Fitzy on a lap. How about Safe Master and Podgy Porter? No. So we'll have a look at Fitzy because it looks like he is the furthest round on the track. Looks like he was a couple of attempts down on his time. He looks like he is on the in lap. That doesn't look like he's going super fast. So it could be Aros next, who will be crossing the line with a vengeance. Oof. Let's see what kind of speed he can get to before he brakes going into the last chicane. Currently 193 miles an hour. 194, so nowhere near 100, nowhere near the 200 mile an hour mark. But close enough in the modern day F1 terms. And he will cross the line. Will he improve? He does. He goes second. The second person to go into the 142 is a 142.546. Less than the 10th off Aurelian's provisional pole time. So a lot of these guys, they got to get a move on. Who else? Fury Knights, he's back out on a lap. He is currently just under a 10th down. David Nkuba, looks like he's on a warm up lap or a warm down lap. Either way, he's not going fast. Pro Gamer. Oh, it looks like he's 8 tenths up according to the telemetry. Can he keep going? Can he keep the momentum going? He does. He goes third. Going third and the third man to set a time in the 142s. But this time's a 142.9, so not as close to Aros and Aurelian. But he moves up the table, next across the finishing line. It looks like, is it Podgy Porter? Yep, but he has invalidated, so he'll be going back in. And then I believe it's Fury Knights next, who will be next to cross the line. I do miss the old bus stop chicane. Show my age a bit there. I haven't been the bus stop chicane for a long time. Bring it back, please. Oh, and Fury Knights, he gets a bit wobbly at the end. That'll cost him a few temps. But he still goes third. Just pipping Pro Gamer there. So Fury Knights now into the 42s. The times are tumbling. And I believe it's a Ferrari next. He'll be pitting, so it won't be David going across the line. Is it Phantom? It is. Nope, he's pitting, so he's not happy with his lap. Phantom has been showing some really good pace the last 2 races. So he'll want to do better than that. What about Fair Lucy? Yep. He must be starting a lap because that's a very slow lap. But nevertheless. There you go. Right, who else? Fitz down in 16th position yet to set a lap time. Anyone else? So who's down there? Is that one of the Red Bulls? The Blues are really hard to distinguish. So it's Pro Gamer. It looks like he's on. And Kay Gorniak has retired from 5th place. So that's all he's going. John McGill then. He's almost 2 temps up, according to the game's telemetry. Can he go any quicker than that? He goes up to 11th. So he above Kieran. Next on the track, I think I saw Jake. I didn't see Jake. Jake's down to 9th. It's Bashika who has invalidated, so no joy for him. So then let's ride on board. Let's join Fitzy, shall we? I don't think Fury is on a fast one. No, he's not. So we will follow Fitz. See what kind of lap time he can do. Shows a lot of promise, does he, Fitz? But doesn't get a lot of luck. So round the curb for here, up through Blanchemont, through turn 17 and 18. Let's see what kind of commitment he does. Oh, he misses that curb. A little touch on that curb. Power down. Where does that put him? 13th, 14th as the car behind him, which I believe was Paget Robert, goes a little bit faster. Good lap there from Paget Robert. Not a lot of action on the track at the moment. I thought rain might have been coming because obviously everyone set those quick lap times. Here we are. There's a McLaren on track. Aurelian on his outlap. He'll be looking for another strong race. Yet to win a race this year, Aurelian. He's one of those guys. I say it a lot, but he just needs a little bit of luck to swing his way. He could have won so many races by now. He's yet to win a race this season. He's been on pole, but he just gets that luck where it's never quite his fault. So it'll be good to see Aurelian finish the season strong, especially if Kieran is going for an alternate strategy. So of course, last season's race results was, if you were here and you remember it, I certainly remember it. It was that dramatic finish where we had the safety car right at the end, and there was a bit of a coming together between Thomas and a few others, and resulted in a few penalties, and it was Aros who took the win in season 3, followed by Kegoniak and Fury Knights. I'm sure Aros would love a repeat of that podium. So then, Aurelian starts his fast lap. Let's do a lap with Aurelian, shall we? Paget Robert also believes that's him done for the day. Let's see how committed he is through our Rouge and Radion. Oh, that's a lot of curb. Keeps the car straight as you can. Well done. DRS flap open. Down the Kemmel straight. Reaching over 200 miles an hour this time. Down to fourth gear, riding those curves nicely. Changing up into fifth, mid corner. Down into third, and into second through this corner. Slight gear shift. Entering Pouon, let's have a listen. Downshift. No longer flat out that corner. Oh, and he's lost it. Oh, and that's such a shame for Aurelian. That luck was self-inflicted. So his pole is at risk as Aros goes by him. Who's ahead of him? Is that David? No, it's Phantom, who will be sitting the lap first. So these will be the last laps. The session has expired now. You've got Safe Master, Lee Risk and Jake at 11th place. He would like that. But Phantom, where will he go? He's been at the front the last couple of races. Where will he go this time? He goes provisional pole. What a lap! 42.4. Aros he does improve, but not by enough. Next across the finishing line, it looks like it's one of the Alfa Romeos who doesn't have a front wing. Unlucky fresh. So next, I believe, across the line will be David, who is a couple of tenths up on his previous time. That will move up a couple of places if he can keep that going. It'll dispossess Kegornik of that 6th place if he can get out to 4 tenths. What does he do? 7th, so he can't quite get Kegornik yet, but he jumps Safe Master. Next across the finishing line will be Fear Lucy. He has yet to set a time. What can he do? 7th, good lap there. Next across the line was we've got Kieran out on another set of mediums. Fury Knights there. Doesn't look like he improved. What about Kieran? Can he get into the top 10? No, he stays 17th. Oh, curious. Oh, John McGill, he's invalidated. And that, ladies and gentlemen, looks like it could be your lap unless Pro Gamer. Nope, he's invalidated as well. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is your starting grid. Fresh will be happy. He's not starting last. So, on a long track like this, 2 seconds isn't the worst. Only 22. Only 22. Ooh, are we going to see the AI crash? No. So the match 11th position goes to Fitzy. Elite Risk tried the mediums in the end, but it didn't quite work out. Good session from everyone there. The win is up for grabs, but of course you're going to have to watch out for when Kieran comes through the pack. So then, qualifying rundown. Phantom takes his second pole position in a row after taking one out in Japan last week. Aurelian is on the front row with him. Aros takes third with Fury Knights alongside him. Pro Gamer and Kegoniek lining up on the third row of the grid. Fair Lucy 7th, Perfect Paulie in 8th, David and Cuba 9th, Safe Master 10th, Fitzy starting in the match rule number 11, Patrick Robert in 12th, we've got Elite Risk in 13th, our Lord and Saviour Jake is 14th, Podgy Porter is 15th, John McGill, the return, is down in 16th, Kieran 17th, Fitz down 18th, that'll be disappointing for him, Fresh 19th, and bring up the rear is Bashika. So we'll wait now for confirmation of when the race will start. There we go. That explains Fitz is like a pace. He's using the wheel. The wheel is working. Let's have a look to see what time these guys will be readying up. Whilst we do that, we'll just have a quick look at the race director to see if anyone is selecting their tyre strategy a bit early. So we are starting at 59 minutes to 9. So I will mute myself for a couple of minutes to give you guys a couple of minutes apiece. Give myself a break. I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. Right then, almost missed that. The session is about to start. The drivers are ready. The track is ready. Are you ready? The lights are about to go out, and we are away. Oh, that was that was a bit spooky. Either way, it looks like Phantom has got the jump on Aurelian. He has indeed. We've got Phantom into the lead of the Grand Prix. Any shenanigans. Turn 1 looks like we've got a couple of drivers going wide at the back. The big test is now as they go approach Eau Rouge into Radion. It looks like everyone is through safe and sound, and the drivers filter through. What? Oh no! I speak to you soon as Aurelian's in the wall. Oh no! And the luck has evaded him. Oh, and just like that. Oh, and look at that. Fury Knights up at the second place. We've got Fear Lucy up at the first, and John McGill's retired. Not a happy return for John McGill. Oh dear. And we've got a virtual safety car. Wow. And oh, it looks like Kieran somehow managed to hit someone at the safety car. Is that Patrick Roberts has hit Jake? Oh dear. So Patrick Roberts hasn't got a nose. How about Jake? He hasn't got a nose. Oh, but the feature seat has turned into an actual full-blown safety car. So Aurelian will be able to catch back up. Oh dear me, what a start. I said nothing was at stake here today, drivers-wise, but I'll tell you what, these guys weren't laying down, were they? Oh, so the big winner off the start, it looks like, is Elite Risk, who's jumped up 7 positions. Phantom getting the jump at the start. Unfortunately, we missed the reason why Aurelian was in the wall that far up the straight. Yeah. So let's have a look at tyres, shall we? So look at that, Elite Risk mediums. As looks like Aros is pitting as well. Aros is pitting. We've got Perfect Paulie, Bashaka, they're all pitting. Kieran's pitting. What's he going to go for? Oh, he's double stacking as well. That's not good. That's going to put Kieran right down the field. Now, oh dear. You see, watch how long this takes to get going. Oh no, hang on. Oh, have they serviced him at the same time? That's odd. Okay, so he won't. Oh no, we've got at the front, it looks like Fury Knights. He's got a 5-second penalty for him. Phantom. It's all going off under the safety car. A few red bars. I hope the connection's okay. Chaotic start here. As 9 people into the pits in the first lap, and that's Patrick Robert has retired. I think he's lost it through Radion. Oh, under the safety car. That's not something you want to do. Oh dear. So Aurelian from pole to last. Usually you're supposed to go the other way, aren't you? From last to first, but no, Aurelian's gone from pole to last. As his horrid luck continues, it will change one day, I promise. As Kieran goes onto the hard tyres, so technically, from personal experience, I know that those hard tyres will now go till the end of the race. So if Kieran can stop himself from spinning and keep it facing the right way, limit the curb use, he quite easily gets into the race. You know, we've got all these guys at the front, everyone above him will have to pit again. As today we are treated to the red Mercedes safety car. Safety car not coming in just yet. You imagine it'll be one more lap as the tail end of the track, the tail end of the drivers pick their way back up. So let's have another quick look at the driver positions then. So look at that, Bashinger from last at 9th. Fury Knights in second. Look at that, you got David up 5, Elite Risk up 8 now. Dodgy Porter up 8. Obviously, Aurelian the big loser down the bottom there. So yeah, all change. It'll be interesting to see how quick the top 4 can pull away from the Elite Risk on those soft tyres. Will Elite Risk be able to hold on? Will he be able to keep Safe Master behind him? These are questions that need answers, and ones that we will get for in the next couple of minutes. Hopefully Fury hasn't got any wing damage after that little collision with Phantom. Of course, everyone outside the top 10 is now on the alternate tyre as well. Pro Gamer in 10th, the last person on the softs, so he's going to be missing out big time unless he can clear the cars in front of him. Phantom getting really close to the safety car. It was interesting to see how Fitz does. It's never easy using the wheel for the first time. From personal experience, I know that you can go from being really good and consistent, and all of a sudden you're bleeding lap times. So then, when will we get the warning? I imagine safety car lights won't be going out just yet. We have to get to at least sector 2 before the lights go out. And Jake has lost a position under the safety car to Fresh. Not too sure what's happened there. Maybe they just swapped back again. I'm not sure. Interesting. There we go. Officially, the safety car is in. So, as I like to say, Phantom is now the effective safety car. How much will he back up the grid? He's got a lot of... He's got a few straight to warm up these tyres. Of course, the softs won't need as much warming up. Look at that, Fury staying right on his tail. Safety car is in, so Phantom can go anytime he wants. Has he gone? He has, and look at that, he's caught Fury Knight snapping a little bit. He's got a half second already into turn 1. He easily does it for Phantom. And the rest of the grid filter through turn 1. Single file, it doesn't look like anyone's going for a audacious move. Now, the next tricky part is our Rouge. You got cold tyres. Will anyone fall foul? Looks like everyone's through it so far. We've got to get a flag somewhere. It's Bashika. It looks like he's had a spin before, but the corner's even taken place. And that's Fitz getting all out of sorts for our Rouge. I think Spa's the wrong track to try out a wheel for the first time, especially on heavy fuel around Rouge and Radion. So, get our flags out, but no safety car or VRC just yet. Phantom, though, has put the pedal down. He's got a second lead over Fury Knights already. They're all within a second up until we get into the Poggi Porter, who's fallen down on those medium tyres. He's a second half behind Safe Master already. Pro Gamer's made up a place up into 9th, and we've got a spinner in turn 1. It's Phantom. He's had a spin. He's hit the curb, and he's gone round, and that now puts a 10-second time penalty. Oh, the game just loves giving those out for no reason. Oh, be careful, Phantom. You're gonna. Oh dear me, that is his race gone. He's got a no-nose either, so that is unfortunate. That is the end of the day for Phantom. Such poor luck. But that opens the door for Fury Knights yet to win this season. He would love a win to end the season. Get some momentum for next year. Fury, of course, another one who's taken up using the wheel this year. It's such a relief when you win for the first time. Okay, going it though, we all want that to cement that second place in the drivers. He's got that 20-point lead to him. He needs 5 points over Alros to secure it. As we see Podgy Porter currently sliding down the field. Kieran's fallen down a little bit, hasn't he? On those hard tyres. He'll be back once the tyres up to speed. But here we are. We've got Fitz and Alros going side by side. Nicely done from Alros. As we got Fresh down there in 12th position, holding his own. As, and Jake's gone for a spin. Oh no! Oh dear. Well, another one whose race is possibly over. Shame, as Pro Gamer has got past as that. Fear Lucy on. Fear Lucy's gone for a spin around pool one. Oh, don't be careful with your tyres. They're going to be red hot. Oh, heartbreak for Fear Lucy. Well, that moves Kieran up into 8th place now. He's slowly clawing it back, isn't he? From 17th up to 8th position now. Can he? I'll tell you, if he wins right now, I'm going to give him driver of the day. I'm just telling you now. Back up the front then, we've got Fury Knight still in 1st place. Just under a second above Kate Gorniak. So Kate Gorniak will get the DRS once it's activated. Podgy Porter has 3 seconds for track extensions, and we've got someone down the back. We've got Fitz having another spin, unfortunately. Jake still going around with no nose, and Phantom looking to catch up. He'll be guaranteed now on those hard tyres. Right then, let's see. We've got 8 tenths. Let's see what kind of gap he can pull back. So it was 8 tenths. He's lost almost half a tenth just going through Radion, and he's pulled back about 3 tenths. So yeah, that is the power of DRS for you, as the first 3 are separated by under a second and a half. 4th is currently Elite Risk on those medium tyres. He will of course inherit the lead once the top 3 decide to pit. Save Master running an impressive 5th position at the moment, and he's got Pro Gamer right behind him, or 2 seconds I should say, 2 seconds behind him. Podgy Porter up there in 7th position. As Jake finally pits for his new nose. Kieran now looks like, see, look at that, Kieran has brought the gap down quite a lot. As Kieran's also got past Fitzy, so Fitzy must have had a moment. We'll keep an eye on Kieran. David Cooper's got a 3-second penalty now. And Kate Gorniak, look at that. The gap is down to 4 tenths. Well, Fury Knights, looks like Fury Knights signals is dropping in and out, so hopefully the lag won't be an issue. We've got a spinner. It looks like Fitz is has touched the curb again. And David Cooper setting the fastest lap of the race. We've now got 2 cars with DRS. So last time the gap was 8 tenths, and it was down to 5. This time it's 5. Oh look, he's gained a 10th already. Oh, and Kate Gorniak's out of shape, and Kate Gorniak, he's in the wall. Oh, and he's just retired. Oh, well, that'll bring the safety car out, and we were looking behind when it happened, and it does bring out the safety car. Kate Gorniak, oh, gutted for Kate Gorniak. Oh, we were following to see if he could get past, but unfortunately he couldn't. But it also looks like Davis had a moment as well. Oh man, Kieran's got a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. It's all going down in the last race of the season. You thought this would be a dead rubber? Hell no. It's action all over the place. Will we see the leaders decide to pit? As I feel so sorry for Kate Gorniak. But that does, of course, give the chance for Jake and Fitz to catch back up. Fitz has pitted, and he is now on fresh hards. I know you can't hear me, Fitz, but be careful on those hard tyres. They do not like Eau Rouge and Radion. We'll stay with Fury Knights because it'll be interesting to see if he pits. Because those tyres, they can still go another couple of laps. But if he does pit, he'll come out right. He'll be out to the top 10 as Fresh gets a driver penalty. There we go. Fury Knights does come in. Now, will he go for the mediums, or will he be a bit more conservative and go for the hards? Pit crew out. It's the mediums. Bold choice. He's got another couple of laps under the safety car, of course, so that will preserve some of the tyre life. As Podgy Porter is now in the lead of the Grand Prix, and look who is in second. The guy who said doesn't need to stop anymore, who hit on lap 2 for those, and he is now currently in second position. From 17th to second in 8 laps. Well, 7 and a bit. Impressive stuff. Fury Knights comes out in third, everyone pitted. So it'll be good to see if Fury Knights can keep up with Kieran. Elite Risk pit, of course he pitted, he's opted for the hards. So we got no one on the soft tyres yet. So technically, there should be no more scheduled pit stops. I imagine there will be a few more, because, well, it's Spa, and you know at least one more person's going to spin. And that's either going to be down to Rouge and Radion, or it's going to be down to these lovely curbs. Either around Pouon, or around the campus corners. Even the comms, Brussels. Every single corner is a nightmare. There's curbs around this track. The drivers know it. Oh. And it's just a case of trying your best to stay off. So Podgy Porter in the unfamiliar position of being the lead of a Grand Prix. We'll get at least one more lap behind the safety car as they all catch back up after pitting. So with Cagogna out of the race, we can now officially crown Mercedes Constructors' Championship champions of Season 4. Red Bull had a 43-point lead over AlphaTauri, and I don't think that's going to happen, because Alros and SafeMaster would need to come 1-2. So AlphaTauri can still hold off Haas. Haas have lost Bashika, so it's up to Jake to get some points to hold off Aston Martin as well. Aston Martin currently sits with 108 points. Obviously, Fitz driving for the first time under a wheel. Probably won't expect too much of him. But Fury Knights up there in third place. 12 points. We'll see them jump Haas. McLaren sit on 97. Both drivers currently at the points. Ferrari on 96. They've got David in the points. And Phantom just outside. Oh, we are on lap 9 then. Almost halfway. Here at Spa. Let's have a look at some of the winners and losers, shall we? So, look at that. The top 2 drivers. Podgy Porter up 14, Kieran up 15. Fresh, look at Mr. Fresh. Repping Tier 2 up there in 4th position. Climbed 15 places. You just know he's up there on merit, don't you? Look at that. Done 6 laps on those tyres. He probably will have to pit again. But he'll be enjoying sitting up there in 4th position. Aros, the big loser, down there in 12th at the moment. Arulian as well. Of course, our pole man. Sorry, who came second, didn't he? It was Phantom, that was on pole. Beryllium was second. As it looks like we've got a couple of people pushing and diving under the safety car. Safety car should be letting us know any second now that it's coming in. There we go, just on cue. So, as I've said time and time again, Podgy Porter is now the effective safety car. Let's see if he can back the field up, give himself a nice run. It's a bit of a tricky one, Spark, because you've got that last chicane, so you can't really go unless you're really confident of nailing it. So we'll ride on board, because it'll be interesting to see if Kieran can make a move into turn 1. Oh, and Podgy Porter's off. He's gone a little bit early. I think he might have caught Kieran out a little bit there, but he's off and away, and Podgy Porter will lead into turn 1. All looking clean so far. Good safety car restart. Everyone filtering through to turn 1. So of course, who can survive Rouge and Radion? Can Podgy Porter? He does, yes. Oh, but look, he has a little wiggle. He's got Kieran right behind him, ready to pounce. And we got to look at that. Kieran's into the lead already before we even get to the comms. Kieran is in the lead, and this time there's no one. No one had to spin round Rouge and Radion. Good going. So Fury Knight's up into third. He's challenging Podgy Porter. Oh, a little bit of a wang bill. So wheel banging. But Fury Knight's back up into second position. He's going to be one of the driving Kieran hard. Fresh still sitting in fourth position. We've got the Alfa Romeo sitting in third and fourth. Come on, tier 2 guys, you can do it. Elite Risk sitting there in his fifth position on his fresh hard safe motors. Behind him, we've got Pro Gamer up there in 7th position. They're all running nose to tail still at the moment. Phantom sitting there in 10th. He's, oh, another little wiggle. What about anyone else? Arrow still on 14th. Fitz has fallen back by 2.5 seconds. He's obviously had a moment somewhere. As Pro Gamer has got past Safe Master as they're going through Blanchimont. Brave move there from Pro Gamer. Right. Can Fury Knights do anything about Kieran? Kieran, of course, as I previously mentioned, pitted on that lap 2. As a running, we see get past perfect Paulie down the order. Can Kieran hold back Fury Knights, who's on those fresh medium tyres? We will follow Kieran through Rouge and Radion. Flat out on those hards. Brave man, I certainly couldn't do that. And he's even gained some time, as Fury Knight's obviously not as confident. DRS, of course, isn't enabled yet. And even just with the pure slipstream, Fury Knights is able to gain a couple of seconds. As we see David and Kuba falling down the order. Oh, there's been a coming together with Safe Master. Oh, and they clipped wheels, and that Safe Master into the gravel, unfortunately. As Fresh has fallen down the order. Pro Gamer making some early moves. He's looking for a good result today, isn't he? Next up for Pro Gamer is Elite Risk. Oh, he looked like he was going for a slide then, but he's okay. And Kieran has gone down into second position. What's happened there? Has he had a little moment? But either way, Fury Knights is back up into the lead. It looks like Fresh, and Fresh at the moment is had his 15 minutes of fame. Didn't he in the top 4? Oh, you got to be careful, Fresh. Ooh, he's let Fitzy go by. Has he got a wing? I don't think he has. Oh, and that's, it's perfect Paulie in the wall. Oh no, and we've got a third safety car. As Perfect Paulie loses it, coming out stubble into Kerper Ferrer. We now have 5 retirees, and we've now got more people in the pits. Kieran into the pits. Ooh, fresh softs. So he's getting rid of his 5-second penalty and going on to softs. Brave move there from Kieran, but if anyone can put it off, he certainly can. Podgy Porter into the pits as well. for a new nose. Phantom into the pits. Fresh into the pits, of course. He will need to the pits. So, we now have Fury Knights still in the lead. Elite Risk now running second. Pro Gamer third. David and Kuba is fourth. Fitzy running sixth. The McLarens, who were out of the points, are now currently sitting sixth and seventh. So, that's a good result for them for the constructors. Save Master in 8th, recovering from that little spin he had, and Fitz running up in 9th position. Hopefully he'll be able to stay there and prove me wrong and have a decent race. Jake up into the points, I think for the first time in the race, as Fresh manages to get a penalty under the safety car. Oh, and Fresh is DNF'd. Oh, and that's Fresh. I think he's DNF'd under the safety car through Rouge and Radion. Not the first, and he won't be the last. Unlucky Fresh. Here we go to counter yourself while you're here. But it'll be interesting to see Kieran, because look at that, he's down in 13th position now. But he is on no softs. As Aurelian has had a collision under the safety car with someone. I don't know who, but there's a lot of these tonight. Not too sure what's happening. But, yeah, I will take a quick minute break while we wait for the safety car to come in. I don't think it will come in this lap, because I think it will probably likely coming next lap. So, yeah, there we go. I will have a quick break, and I'll be back in a jiffy. Right then, we are on to lap 13. We are under the safety car. I imagine, or I hope, that the safety car will be going in this lap. Hopefully, while I have a quick whiz off, it looks like hopefully everyone has behaved. And there we go, the safety car is in. So for the third time this race, I shall say, Fury is now the safety car. Let's see, look at that, he's backing her right up. Give some space, people. We don't want any more time penalties. Oh. So carrying up to 12th. I mean, as I've said before, it's going to be interesting to watch him. See what he does, as Alros goes off and glitches back on. So, and Fury Knight says he's gone early, and I think he's caught Elite Risk unawares. Oh, there's a lot of changing down the field. Oh, there's people hitting each other under the safety car again, but Jake has lost a place. Phantom's overtaken him under the safety car. That is a big no-no. Kieran's suddenly got a 5-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. Hope the lobby's not messed up. There's some odd penalties going on. Right then, Fury Knights, here we go into Eau Rouge and Radion. Who can keep it going straight? Everyone so far. Safety car 2 was a success. Safety car 3. Let's have a look. Let's see if everyone's surviving so far. Let's click back to Fitz, who was under pressure from Phantom. Phantom looking to move up to 9th position. They're going side by side. Fitz, ooh, a little of a bang wheels, and Fitz keeps that position. Good racing there from those two, hard and fair, as Kieran also gets past Phantom. Here comes the Kieran, he's back in the points. How far can he get up? He's got 8 laps to get anywhere near that front 3. But even though Fury Knight's got the jump, he's still only just over half a second ahead. Elite Risk on those hard tyres. Imagine that Fury Knights will be able to pull away once he's settled down. Pro Gamer on the move. He was making a lot of moves for that third safety car came out. It looks like he's got a lot of speed as he chases Elite Risk through Blanchimont. Will he be able to make a move into the final chicane? No, it looks like Elite Risk has him just there. You can just see there under brake, and Programmer slightly more confident under the brakes. So the end of lap 14, we see Fury Knights into the lead, Elite Risk second, Programmer third, David and Cuba up there in fourth, Fitzy fifth, Fear Lucy sixth, Aurelian seventh, Safe Master in eighth, Fitz ninth, Kieran 10th, we got Phantom 11th, Podgy Porter 12th, Alros 13th, and Jake, our Lord and Saviour, down in 14th. Right then, let's have a look, because it looks like Elite Risk and Pro Gamer are going to be very close going into Le Combs. No DRS yet, so it's all still very even. Pro Gamer not able to make anything off from that slipstream. Anyone else down the order? They're all very close. And it looks like Fitzy is currently holding some of the guys up in those mediums, but all the other guys have got fresh, well, the same kind of mediums. But we like a bit of a train, because it needs its battles. And Kieran has fallen, all this battling, Kieran's fallen 3.5 seconds behind Safe Master. As we see, that's someone in the wall, I believe it's Fitz. Oh dear, unlucky Fitz. He's fallen down there. Hopefully, it looks like he's got damage to that right end plate. So that's, unfortunately, ruined his race again. He'll have to be pitting. Jake down to 13th after previously getting past Podgy Porter. Let's have a look. Let's ride on board with Podgy, shall we? He's on those softs, so he should be easy pickings. And that is Fear Lucy into the wall. I'm not too sure what he looks like he's lost it through Blanchimont, or even before we got to Blanchimont. But we are now down to 13 drivers. Yeah, it is. Fear Lucy lost it through Blanchimont. He must have hit a curb, or maybe he was side by side with someone. Either way, we've now got Aurelian. It's Alros into the pits, so they must have been coming together. Jake's in the pits as well as Kieran's in the pits as well. So more damage for everyone. Oh shit, he's got. Oh, Kieran's got a 5 second. Oh, it's a safety car. Oh, we've got a full safety car. So, oh, it's never ending, is it? I don't think we've had I don't think we've had more than 3 laps of just pure racing. Unfortunately, that's what happens when you get to Spa. You get a lot of incidents, and you get a lot of people throwing it into the wall. So Kieran onto his second set of fresh softs. Hopefully the safety car will go in at end of lap 17 or 18, so we can get at least 4 laps of racing. As you know, once it gets that close to the end, the safety car tend to doesn't tend to come out. Now, boys, let's behave under the safety car this time, shall we? No hitting. Oh, it's very nice. It's gone into the pits. That's interesting. I was just looking down for a second, and it looks like we've got a lot of guys coming into the pits. It looks like they're opting for fresh softs, and this late into the race, that's well, that's definitely a bold choice for these guys. But it looks like they'll be. Oh, and Aurelian's retired. And what's happened there? Has he hit the safety car? That's not somewhere you retire. You must have hit in the safety car. And Jake's gone. Has he gone for a rouge? What's happened to Jake? He's retired in the pits. It's all going a bit Pete Tong. We're now down to 11 drivers. Odd. I can't keep up. I don't know what is going on. Right, I'm gonna invite Jake into the party and see if he can shed some light. So, five laps to go. This is anybody's race, really. This is this is crazy. Oh. I'm out of breath just thinking about what I'm trying to say. So, Fury Knights has given up track position, and he currently sits in 5th position as Kieran looks like he's hit someone under the safety car. This time it's Pro Gamer. Pro Gamer yet to win in Tier 1 this year. I've already said a couple of times this season. He's shown a lot of pace in the 2020 game. 2021 hasn't been his year so far. But he's got a chance to put that right. Don't go just yet, Pro Gamer, because the safety car isn't in yet. You won't be able to go. But he accelerates, trying to get some heat into those tyres. Fitzy looking up there as well, and David and Kuba. This will be a very good podium to see. Looks like Pro Gamer is he's bunching right up. How fast will he go? It looks like and David Kuba's hit some. Oh dear me, it's all going off. It's still all going off. It doesn't look like Pro Gamer's got any kind of advantage. Fitzy could quite easily take the lead here if he keeps close for our Rouge. Let's see if he can get any kind of momentum. He's half a second behind. Hopefully we'll get 4 laps of racing now. Fitzy unable to travel down the Camel Straight. As Phantom is up into 3rd position, he has got past David and Kuba. Fury Knights then, the one to watch at the moment on those fresh softs. Can he get back up into the podium places? Can he even get the 1st place position back? He's got all drivers ahead of him. You've got 3 drivers on 9 lap-old tyres, and you've got Phantom there on 5 lap-old tyres. He's already all over the back of David and Kuba. As they approach Puon, will he go for a move? He sticks his nose out, but he thinks against it for now. He runs wide. He gets away with the track limits, and we've got a spinner. It looks like Fitzy. Oh, and Fitzy's had a mare, and he's hit the curb. Oh, and look at that. Kieran's look. Oh, and he's not getting any points, is he? Still can't keep up. Right then. Can Fury Knights really have a look through Blanchimont? They're going to go side by side into the final chicane. Fury Knights on those soft tyres should have the speed. Oh, and they're bumping wheels. They're running each other out of track. Will Fury Knights, will he brake later? He does. He brakes later into the chicane. What a move from Fury. But David and Cooper isn't giving it up just yet. And Fury Knights still on the outside going for it. And it's the fair position he's got. Fury, excuse me. Fury Knights takes fair position. It looks like David and Cooper's coming under attack from Elite Risk. Elite Risk on the softs as well. He's up into full. David and Cooper overtaken by Alros. He is plummeting down the field. Will they all now make it safely through Eau Rouge? It looks like they do. They're all going for it. Look at this. You've got Fury Knights in third. He's got Elite Risk closing and closing. Behind him, you've got Alros. Will they be going 3 wide? Or it's going to be very close. They arrive into the comms safely, and all wins as they were. Whew. That was eventful, wasn't it? Fury Knights in. Just a second and a half behind Phantom now. And yeah, I mean, I think we've had another spinner. Is that Safe Master? He's had a go around. Oh. Dear me, and it looks like Safe Master must have some kind of wing damage. Yep, you can see he's lost his right end plate. Unlucky for him. That'll be... Well, if Kieran can... if Safe Master takes his time and doesn't pit, then maybe Kieran could get a point today. We've got another yellow flag, as it looks like we've got Podgy Porter being caught out by the curbs. He's still got his wing though. Right then, as we approach the end of lap 19, Pro Gamer still has his lead. He is 1.2 seconds ahead of Phantom. Phantom now just under a second behind Fury Knights. Fury Knights is on the charge. He wants that first place back as he sets the fastest lap of the race while doing it. So Phantom will be chasing. They're all going to get DRS as well. So they're going to be in the train. Oh, you could hear the engine going down a little bit, but the DRS is open. Phantom is able to close a couple of tenths. Fury Knights is being dragged along with him. As Kieran is up at the 10th, and he gets fast as that. So the bonus point will be for Kieran as well. But no changes. So now we've got this lap +2 to see who will come out on top. We've got the top 5 all separated by less than 3 seconds. Things you love to see. They're all running nose to tail. This is still anybody's race. And I'm sure the curbs will have their say yet. As we've got arrows going up the inside of Elite Risk. Up into campus, they're all running side by side, giving each other plenty of room. Arrows come back across. He goes to the inside line. Elite Risk on the outside. Elite Risk. Oh no, he's in the wall. Oh dear me. Great racing, and then he just gets all out of shape. Going out of curb before it. And that is so unfortunate for the Elite Risk. He was looking for a good race result. But Fury now is just, you can see he's just a couple of tenths behind. Will he go for a move into turn 1? He has a look, but he thinks it goes against it. But now we're going to have all these 4 cars fighting. Let's have a look from Pro Gamer. He's managed to pull out a couple of half a second. So it looks like, if anything, it's going to be Phantom, the one that comes under attack. But both Phantom and Fury Knights are going to have DRS. So if Fury Knights is going to do this, he's got to do this the hard way. But having said that, Phantom is closer to Pro Gamer, and Phantom is going for the lead. And it looks like he has taken the lead. Cody's going to be a shafty camera angle, so I missed the overtake. And Phantom is up into the lead. And now, Pro Gamer down into second. Of course, penalties will come into play. I haven't looked just yet, because I don't want to spoil the race result just yet. But as it stands, if Fury stays where he is, he will win. But Alros behind him will have something to say about that, I'm sure. He is right behind the rear wing of Fury Knights. Will he make a move into Campus? He has a little look. He sticks his nose in. Watch that curb, Alros. You know how dodgy that is. Oh, great racing. Both drivers giving each other enough space to race. What about as we approach Blanchimont? Aros using that ERS. They're both using it. Will Aros, will he feel confident enough to stick up the inside in the chicane? He's so close. No, he stays behind Fury. Of course. Oh no, his Pro Gamer's lost it. He's spun it. Oh, he's thrown away a potential podium. Oh. And now it's Fury and Aros still fighting for the win. Fury Knights is crucially now outside the DRS zone. So are we now on to the 22nd and last lap of the race? It's now between these two for the race win. Who wants it more? It doesn't look like Fury Knights has got much defence, as Aros will now open the DRS. He does it. They're going to go side by side as they go down the Camel Straight, and that's an easy overtake for Aros. There's still 3/4 of the lap to go though. Phantom, it looks like he has secured a podium. Penalties pending, of course. But Aros currently in the lead, and it looks like Kieran has retired from the race into the pits. He looks like he's had enough, unfortunately, which means no one will get the extra point for fastest lap. More importantly, it looks like Phantom. So he's been very strong, but he will cross the line in first if he keeps it where it is. We're going to get 10 finishers, which is quite rare. Here we go then. Can Fury Knights, can he do anything about Aros? He's lost half a second, so I don't think he's going to be able to do anything down here. They're both out of ERS, so no men have got anything to play with when it comes to tools. And so as we approach the final chicane, it's Phantom who will cross the line in first position. Of course, he will give that up because of penalties. And so yes, it is Phantom who takes the win. Will Phantom stay into third as Pro Gamer crosses the line in fourth, as David and Kuba fifth. Fitz, look at that, up into full position. I wrote Fitz off earlier, didn't I? And damn, has he proved me wrong. What a strong finish to the race from Fitz, up into fourth, claiming those places on penalties. What a race, well done there, Fitz. As a strong finish for Aston Martin, a first and fourth, which will propel them up the constructors. Elite Risk in the end is 8th. One last spin for the road, as we join Safe Master for the last, and he oh dear me, this has been a race. It's been, I won't lie, it's been quite hard to commentate on because we've had 4 safety cars and we've had lots of action. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I don't mean to laugh, but this race has just been so full of action. Those tyres, he's probably going to spin again because those tyres are going to be super hot. Safe Master is the last person to cross the line. Well done all. We made it to the end. God, what an eventful race that was. Who would have predicted that finish as well, given how so many people were spinning, hitting the curbs, there was incidents under the safety cars. I think this race had a bit of everything. I think I even see a kitchen sink over there. But, oh, hang on. The game has promoted Fury up into first. What's happened to Alros? What? Hang on. I could have sworn Aros crossed the line and with no penalties. That. Okay. So I'm just going to read it like that. Because I could have sworn Aros was ahead of Fury Knights. Maybe I'm going mental in my old age. Anyway, according to the game, it's Fury Knights who has taken the win. Aros is in second, Pro Gamer third, Fitz a magnificent fourth, Phantom up in fifth, David and Kuba sixth, Fitz in seventh, Elite Risk eighth, Potty Forty in ninth, and Safe Master, the last of the classified runners, in 10th position. So everyone that finished gets a point. Whoa, dear me. Well, that was a mouthful, wasn't it? So, that is the end of Season 4. If you've watched the race, thank you. And thank you for bearing with us, and thank you for putting up with my voice. It's certainly not the best. Of course, tomorrow sees the finale of Tier 2 at Austria. Completely different track. Of course, tomorrow we've got a title fight on our hands. We've got Joel, we've got Vorm, we've got Adam and Toto Wolf, who can all win the championship tomorrow. So make sure you tune in tomorrow as we kick off at 8:30. Tier 1 will be back in a couple of weeks as we take a week's rest whilst we get the new teams and new calendars together. Make sure you drop us a follow on YouTube and join our Discord channel, which are in the links. Make sure you follow us on Twitch if you haven't done already. And tomorrow, I imagine it'll be Alros or Jake in the comms box as we see the final race of Tier 2. So once again, thank you guys for watching. I hope you have a good evening, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.